You know why you're here, I know why you're here, let's just hit it. The tiers, as always, remain the same, and they are top 1% attendance. They pretty much have their own room, they have their own staff on the island. Frequent flyer, a lot of hyperspace travel between these people. Only there for the barbecue. They know what's going on inside. They know what's happening, but they're not really there for that, but they're comfortable with it. They would rather just be there for the party and the food, which is rather lavish. Was tricked. They didn't really want to go there. They ended up there for blackmail purposes or literally because they're stupid. I never attended. Was never attended. There's a couple creatures on this list that would never have even gotten the invitation. So those people never go. The list seems to kind of be in a random order, and we'll just go with that because fuck it, why not? Starting right off with Ventress. I think she's there because her masters and people she works for are there. And they want her to be there. You know, she's the person in training or has to come along. But she would never go of her own volition, I don't think. She doesn't really like that kind of thing. So I'm going to say only there for the barbecue. So she'll go if she has to. But she doesn't want to. This bitch, just a bounty hunter, right? I don't know her name. This is a Glup Shido. This will be Glup Shido number 1. But I know she's like a bounty hunter from Clone Wars. And I get sus vibe. She was mean in a lot of her episodes, so she was involved. She was a sniper, right? I think she tried to take out Padme or something. She's sus for sure. So she goes there. She knows what's on the island. She's been there before. This is Darth Bane, I'm pretty sure, right? Invented the rule of 2? Nah, he's not going. Well, not in this form anymore. He's not doing anything anymore. He wouldn't even go. If you invited him, he wouldn't go. Barriss Offee, or Offee, whatever it is. Fuck Barriss, number 1. I don't like her. She is a bitch and easily tricked and stupid. So you can trick her. Yeah, easily tricked. Then yes. She goes in was tricked. Oh, fuck. Woody Harrelson from Solo. Frequent flyer. Weird vibes. Weird sus vibes from him. I don't remember his name. Bib Fortuna, yeah, top 1 fucking percent attendance. Crazy. Bib Fortuna's there a hell of a lot. Boba Fett would go anywhere to do what he has to do, but again, like Ventress isn't gonna go there. Probably not. But I think work takes him there so much, he by definition has to become a frequent flyer. So that's where he goes. Bosk! Bosk is a frequent flyer for the reasons Boba Fett is not. Bosk is there for all the reasons Boba Fett stays off the island. Cad Bane, again, doesn't fuck with that, but would go for the barbecue. I think he'd pull up, but you couldn't trick him. This slimy devil motherfucker senator, yeah, he's a senator, top 1%. Who is this? It looks like Boba Fett. It looks like a clone. I'm not gonna bother. I know there was a couple others I didn't know who earlier. I'm gonna save those for the end. I don't recognize this guy. I'll come back to him. Cody. Cody would do anything you told him. Ever. I think if you told Cody to diddle a kid, I don't know if he would do that. But he's a frequent flyer because orders take him there and he follows orders. Count Dooku, man. He is evil. But I don't think he's so malicious like that. I don't think he's spiteful like that. Hateful like that. But I think he's there a lot still. Because he's a Sith, and Sith stuff is going to happen here. But he goes when he has to. Damn, actually, this is another one I surprisingly I didn't recognize. He's a scientist or something? We'll come back to him. I'll have an easier time. The bad guy from Solo, what, like the captain of the... Yeah, I'm saying top 1%. I get weird vibes from him, you know? I don't think he's fair or nice or cool or any of those things that a mafia boss should be. I think he's slimy and backhanded and weird. So he's probably there a lot. But he's another... he just dies, though. So you could trick him. He's not important enough to bring to the island or even invite, but you could trick him if you wanted. This is another bounty hunter, but he's weird. So I'm going to say never attended because you wouldn't invite him. And if you tricked him, he would get pissed and leave. Because I don't think that's his style. So you're not even inviting him. Fifth brother is only there for the barbecue, but he wants to be a frequent flyer. But he's not allowed by the hierarchy of how the galaxy and the Sith work. So he's there a lot, so he eats a lot of the food. I don't know how much this guy cares about like respect and honor and whatnot, the Death Watch commander. Because I want to put him frequent flyer. You could trick him for sure. He would go, but how often? I'm going to say frequent flyer. He's weird. These aliens are fucking weird. Any of Bosk's aliens are weird. So he's going. Grand Inquisitor. Tricky. He was a temple guard. He abstains. I think he abstains. I think he's fine with it. And I think if you found him the right in circumstances, he could do it. But I think he abstains courteously. Greedo, top 1% attendance. Yes. Grievous. Why would I go to Epstein Island? You know, he'd say something awesome. So he's not going. You're not inviting him. Fuck him. I'm not. Not me. Nobody would invite Grievous to the island. You'd invite him, but he wouldn't go. He knows what's going on. Hondo would not go. Hux. Frequent flyer for sure. He dabbles on top 1%, but I'm actually just going to put him there just because he's kind of young himself. And I don't think ever had time for that. But would have made time if his plan went the way he wanted it to. IG-11, I'm not inviting that shit. I mean, that's like good security. He doesn't even go to the party. He's roaming. He's a security droid. Jabba the Hutt, top 1% attendance. Top 1% attendance. Jango. He has a son, but he would go there if he had to. And he would mingle. He wouldn't eat. I don't think he'd have the food, but he would mingle. He would go. I'm not inviting any commander droid or whatever these are, the smart ones, the tactical droid. I'm not inviting any tactical droid ever. Fuck. I forget his name, dude. But I know him. He's Rebels. I know him. You could trick him. I think the right people could trick him, but I don't think he really wants that. This guy, he's also from Rebels. I think he is like her. Kind of named, like she has a name, but they're kind of nameless. He, I want to say, is even more nameless. I don't recognize him. So, but he goes there a lot because he's sus as fuck in the show. Krennic, top 1% attendance. Maybe not for such nefariousness, but he knows there's some high-profile names. And he wouldn't, say, decline an offer. If somebody said, Krennic, you don't partake. Krennic, why don't you join us? I think Krennic could be convinced. Kylo. Only there for the same kind of reason as him. He's just young, so he doesn't have time for that. And I don't think he would. I think, we know, like, even canonically. But, if. But again, I think he's only there for barbecue. He's similar like Jango. He would go, and he would eat. Jango wouldn't eat. Kylo would eat. You could trick Lando. He wouldn't want to. I put him in never attended. But you would invite him, but he wouldn't go. But you could trick him. Darth Maul would never go. Because he is filled with too much hate for Obi-Wan to go. And I think just with too much hate in general for people to want him to be there. So no, he's not going. The cat lady slaver, the slave cat queen, yeah, top 1% attendance, of course. This is another idiot I don't recognize. This is Glup Shitto number 3. I think he's another bounty hunter, similar to this thing down here, but I know this one. So we'll come back to him. A Kaminoan. This might be the Bad Batch Kaminoan, the woman we get to know. And if that's the case, she's only there for the barbecue, but again, she's there a lot for work because she has to check out younger specimens. So she has to be there. She has to know what's going on. But she is not there for that. Ninth sister. No. I don't invite her. She doesn't get to come. I don't even think she would. Newt Gunray. Yeah. Top 1%. Top 1%. Sorry. This is Glub Shadow number 4. When I was looking earlier, yeah, this is Glub Shadow number 4. I don't know this guy. Emperor Palpatine. Top of the list. Number 1 dog. Is there every fucking day. Yeah. Palpatine is there all the time. I'm just looking for the strong force users. With lots of midichlorians is all. Yeah, fat chance, Sheev. No fucking way. Phasma, you could trick Phasma. She's dumb, you could trick her. This guy. He means well, but he would go. He's participated shamefully. The Geonosian, yeah, unfortunately, is a top 1% attender. For sure. Pong Krell? Ugh. I wouldn't invite him, but the Sith would invite such a hateful guy. But I don't think he would go. That's beneath him. Vizsla. He wouldn't go, but you could trick him. I think you could trick him too. He's smart, but I think you could still trick him. This lady you could trick easily, but I think is malicious enough to go. I think she's a frequent flyer. Amelia Clark. Frequent flyer. I know she meant well, but the dark side's gonna take her, and she's gonna have to do all the things Darth Maul tells her. And Darth Maul is gonna tell her to get her hands fucking dirty. What is R2-D2? I don't know what type of droid he is, but I'm not... they'll probably have plenty of them on the island, but I don't need this specific one. This is another Glup Shido, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Never Tenant, because I kind of recognize him as a brutish character from, I think, Clone Wars, maybe from the underwater episodes or something. But Never Tenant, not getting an invitation. Same as this thing. This fucking thing. I don't know his name, but I'm not inviting that fucking thing. I hate him. And I recognize him too, and it's just a guy. But I don't know his name, so I don't have his context. So he's going to be Glup Shido number 5, actually. So we'll gather him up for the rest here. Savage Opress. Savage Opress is a frequent flyer. He's filled with hate like that, but he would go... You could trick him. He would go willingly, and he would go... a lot? Would he go a lot? Would he go a lot? My instinct is he would go a lot. Because he's dumb. And he would just check it out. I think he would go a lot. I'm keeping him. Shit. Frequent flyer, yeah. That sucks for everybody there, but he's there a lot. I thought this was Barriss the first time I saw everything. Because before we got the wrap up or whatever of her storyline in the underworld, the last we heard of her in Clone Wars was she turned against Ahsoka and shit. And then she shows up in Rebels. So I'm like, oh, she clearly became an Inquisitor. Apparently this is not Barriss. This is some other hoe. And she could be tricked. She doesn't go. I wouldn't want her there. Fuck her. I don't recognize this clone. Of course. They all look the same. Sorry. But most clones don't really get about, Commander Cody's an exception. The bounties are obviously exceptions. But he's a clone, so you obviously could trick him. And he wouldn't really go for that kind of thing. Snoke, So, did Snoke age, or was he created old? We don't know. Because if he aged, then yeah, top 1% attendance. The Queen Night Sister, bitch. would go to check it out. To get for like, specimens. She would check that out. Tarkin, slimy devil motherfucker. But I think is there like clinic for business and to talk to all these people, but does not partake. He's strictly business, but he's there all the time. He's there constantly doing business Sith stuff. The spirit of hatred, the second half, no, he's not coming. He's there in spirit, of course. Thrawn is a frequent flyer for the reasons Tarkin is, but just not as much. Just not as much. Because, he's one step below Tarkin anyway, so he'll be one step below Tarkin here. The Spider Commander, you're not inviting him. Fuck that. You could trick her easily. She's stupid as hell. Darth motherfucking Vader. Star Wars is about this motherfucker right here. This fucking guy. Anakin is not on this list. Well, because Anakin is kind of the hero. He does have a turn, but he's Darth Vader at that point. He's Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Is Darth Vader going? He's there as often as Tarkin, and because he's the Emperor's dog. But like Tarkin, he's there for business. Both of these people are strictly business. This guy is all up in that shit 24/7, and his two top guys are standing by the door. This guy, nope, not invited. But, yeah, well, I wouldn't invite him, but he would go if you did. The people running this, no, if you invite him, he would be there all the time. You can't have that. You can't have that. Annie! Well, I don't know his name either. Fucking... It's so close. I'm right there, too, with knowing it, but top 1%. Jabba's sister or something? One of the Hutts? I don't know her name. She's going to be Gleb Shido number 6, but I recognize her. She knows what's up. She's going willingly. But how often? I think a lot. I think all these things are weird. Alright, now these guys. Who is this? King Sanjay Rash refused to commit honor to the Clone Wars. He tried to spare them. He knew better. To ensure the prosperity and strength in the shifting galaxy requires strong line, that must strike in accord with the Separatists. The methods cloaked in intrigue. I assume the crown, deposing Dendup and branding a powerless old crone. Should allow the Separatists to establish a firm foothold, cementing his rule of the planet. So just he overthrew the planet. We shouldn't have. Well then I think fuck this guy. I think he's a loser. And I think he would be there all the time. He's trying to take over a planet. He's got to see what the planet's got going on. This thing. What the fuck is this thing, dude? I don't know who this is. He looks like somebody I wouldn't want there. I don't know. Right, let me search another guy. Because you can't just copy or paste these pictures into Google and search it that way. Star Wars villain. Aha! Yes. His main antagonist is the Obi-Wan undercover arc. He's a bounty hunter in the crime lord conspiracy. Kidnapped the Supreme Chancellor. But haven't got to do that. Oh! Okay. I remember this guy. Kind of a crime boss guy, yeah, it says. Okay, yeah. Freaking flyer then. Sus. Sus vibes. Like I said, sus vibes. So he's there a lot. Sorry, the previous guy. But this guy, no. I don't fucking know this guy. He looks like a DJ. Dr. Vindy. Ah, see? That's what I thought. The Blue Shadow Virus. The Blue Shadow Virus. If he even says, he might say virus, because he might be like a comically German guy. Top 1%. He's as evil as they come. He's the worst person ever. Well, there's some really shitty motherfuckers on this list. But he is unbelievable. Okay, look, I tried searching this guy earlier, and I got nothing. So, like, kind of the same as this guy. But I got... Because, this just looks like a dude... I think it looks like... Boba Fett. It's like, I don't know what it is. And I searched, Star Wars with this. You might get some, like... Sand people or something. It's gonna be nothing. Same with this guy. It's gonna be nothing. We're gonna put him never attended. Because I don't know how evil it is. And no matter how evil he is, I don't want him there. So he's not coming. And this guy, again, someone I wouldn't want there, and who I don't think would go if I did want him there even. So we're gonna put him right there. And with that, I think we're fucking locked. But let's review here. Let's take a look. Bibb, Senator, Paul Bettany, Greedo Job Krennic, Slave Cat, Gunray, Sheev, Click-Clack, Snoke, Tarkin, Vader, the King, and the Virus. Yes! All the time. All the time. Frequent flyers. I'm still dubious about this guy, but I still get sus vibes. All these people are sus. All these people would go. All these people, some of them could be tricked. Like, you could trick some of them, but then once they found out, they would keep going. Barbecue. They know what's going on, but they have work, or they have a yearning, or they don't. But all of these people are aware of what's happening there. There are mixed feelings amongst them, but they all know what's happening. These people are dumb and you can trick them easy. Whether they stay is up to them. They are going to make their own choices, but you could trick them to come to the island for sure. Never going. Never going. None of these people are ever going. They wouldn't give it the time o' day. All right, well, there you go. How many of these people and how often would go to Epstein Island and spend time with good old Jeff? There you have it. And now that I have done this is locked in and factual and canon. That's important for everybody to know. This is now unquestionable and cannot change. If I had decided to change it, I have that power, but that would be lame. So there you go. Cemented. History now. I guess I'll see you later. Star Wars. Oh, but wait, what's this? What the?